Hey everybody, it's Hylian Alchemist, and welcome back to Let's Play Banjo-Kazooie. In the last episode, we went around the summer season, and in this episode, we are going to tackle the autumn season. And so, once we enter here, go this way, and now Eerie, this time, he wants more caterpillars. And he wants 10 this time. Did I actually read the whole dialogue without voicing him? I mean, I'm not much of a voice actor, except, I mean, sometimes I voice characters, but I'm not, like, a fully fledged voice actor, but, like, I actually read the whole dialogue somehow. Maybe I've been possessed. I don't know. He does need 10 caterpillars, so there's thankfully a lot of caterpillars around here that you can collect. Of course, there's also the ones that you've collected in the summer, as well, since there was more than 5. Alright, first thing we're going to do, now that the water's finally been filled back up, we now have access to Naughty's house. Finally! Because, I mean, the boulder's gone, because we weren't able to get up there in the summer season, because the slope was too steep. But now we can storm through there, and so we can be able to get inside his house, and there is our Jiggy. Okay, well, wow, camera, are you okay there? You were kind of spazzing out there for a second. I was getting the Jiggy, and then somehow the camera just... It's like I was having a panic attack. Are you feeling okay? Because, I mean, that's a bit of a concern there. I know, it happens sometimes. Also, by the way, folks, in the autumn season, there is a shit ton of music notes everywhere, because you'll find a lot of those, like, either around in the tree, or there's also some very dickishly that they decided to put there by these snare bears. Yeah, you can see right here. Several of the snare bears will have 3 music notes up there. So you want to make sure that you've saved or collected as many gold feathers. You might want to save them too. As a matter of fact, it is actually a good idea to type in the gold feathers cheat, so that way you can get more and get a maximum. It's recommended you do so. Also, let's cause more misery to Gobi once again. Oh man, we're going a little too far, aren't we? We've caused Gobi pain and suffering and all the misery of just forcing the water right out of him so many times. Right, that's it! I'm off to the lava world! You'll never find me there! And the dialogue is so slow. So yeah, Gobi is now off to the lava world, but unfortunately though, we can never really access there because, like I said, this is the final world of the game. And so, therefore, there is no lava world afterwards, so that means that he is now gone. So, I guess it means we'll probably see him in the next game, because we know for sure there's a lava world there. Actually, fun fact, originally this was actually supposed to be true originally in the beta versions, because there actually was going to be a lava world in Banjo-Kazooie. It was going to be called Mount Fire Eyes. And so, like, and I believe this is probably the world where Gobi would have been, and fuck you, big clucker. But the only reason they decided to scrap it is because they were kind of running out of time for development, so they decided to just get rid of that ultimately. And so, they actually saved it for Banjo-Tooie. So it's a good thing they actually do follow up on that. Alright, let's see here. There's actually nothing on top of Mumbo's hut. And another reason that we can't transform to Bee this time, well, Mumbo is busy sweeping leaves. Which kind of sucks, though, because, like I'm saying, this is actually one of the most dickheaded placements they would have done for the music notes. Like, you did see that they placed the music notes on those snare bears, so the only way to ever get around them, or like just get on them without getting hurt, is just by using your gold feathers. Because if we were able to go in there as a bee banjo, then it would be absolutely fine. We can just go on top of the snare bears and they won't attack us, as I demonstrated in the spring season. But it's only exclusive to the spring season, so yeah, therefore we can't really do that here in the autumn season. And it sucks. It's one of the worst things they could have done. So make sure you stock up on as many gold feathers as possible. It's actually bad though, because like I said, the gold feathers are very scarce in this game. So if you don't have very many, well, you're gonna have to just go all over the place, or just go to the other seasons and find more gold feathers. But of course, if you couldn't find any more, like either if you've used them all, or if you haven't even used the gold feathers cheat, and so you use them all and there's none left, well, tough shit, and especially more so in the N64 version, because guess what? I've said this so many times, I'll say it again, you can only get the music notes in one go. Leave the world just to get more, go back in, well, guess what? You're back to collecting all the music notes all over again. Go back to all the other seasons, like, not just here, just all the other seasons, and recollect those from where you left off. All over again. It fucking sucks. I mean, that's just one thing about the N64 version that I just don't like. Or at least in the original Banjo-Kazooie. Again, one great change that Banjo-Tooie did was just completely omitting that, where all the collectibles have become permanent collectibles, so at least the important ones. That's something about Banjo-Tooie I'm so thankful for. And yes, of course, they continue that trend in the Xbox Live Arcade version, so that's another big plus right there, so... Yeah, again. In the Xbox Live Arcade version, I wouldn't worry too much about it, so I can always just leave the world and then come back to this world and just stock up more gold feathers and come back, and then I can just continue where I left off. But here in this version, just gotta do it all over again. It sucks. So yeah, like I said, it's very much recommended that you do type in the gold feathers cheat from Cheeto, like I just did. So that way there, because you will not regret it if you do so, just to maximize your inventory for gold feathers, because you are gonna need those. All right, so as we go right inside this beehive here, all the Zubbas are gone. Well, nothing here for us except those music notes, so you kind of got that one wrong. But apparently they've all moved out, and there's just one left. I wonder why. Maybe we'll find out in the next game as well. Ooh, more spoilers there for the next game. Yeah, they're dropping so many hints here. There's probably going to be even more so. Well, later on. But yeah, all those aside, so... Yeah, like, this, I do believe this season has, like, the highest number of music notes to collect. So yeah, there's a lot of them, so just look out everywhere, look all over the place, and just find those music notes. They are everywhere, and I'm talking gibberish yet again. Oh yeah, by the way, let me just say this, so I fucking love this rendition of Click Clock Wood. Like, I said this before, that, oh yeah, and there's a Jiggy for the treehouse, so yeah, that's why I decided to wait until the autumn season where all the entire floorboard is complete, and so it's much easier to get the Jiggy. Unless you want to go over the challenge and just get across those gaps in the summertime. But yeah, back to what I was saying, I do love this rendition of Click Clock Wood. It's my absolute favorite in the entire track. Well, at least of all the Click Clock Wood themes. It's so good, it's so soothing, it just sounds beautiful in general. I love this theme to death. So anyways, so here we have Namnet again. He's lost all the way, and now he doesn't have any more acorns. And so he needs 6 of them to be able to hibernate in the winter time, so that way he'll have plenty of acorns for him to eat during the winter time. And there's our first acorn right there, which is right inside his own goddamn house, and he couldn't even look in there just to get that one. Actually, technically, yes, he does have his acorn, like, right inside his own house, and yet he still thinks he's lost them all. Like, it's literally right there! Do you not even realize that? But yeah, there's only 6 acorns, however, there's actually one of them that's very, very dickish, that we will see later. And those acorns look so sad, look at their eyes. Like, they're about, because they're about to see what their true fate is, to be eaten, and they're so sad about that. That just makes me feel bad now. Oh yeah, you know what? I forgot to say this, because, have you guys even noticed that, like, the big cluckers and the snare bears, they actually look ginormous this time around, because they've actually gradually grown for each of the seasons, so they actually look a lot bigger this time around. Kind of weird, though. Alright, this right here is probably the most dick-headed placement for an acorn, because you would have to make a leap of faith across here. If you're lucky enough, you can actually just try to get onto the platform below, but it's pretty easy to miss this acorn, so, like, you can't even long jump at all. This game does not have a long jump, unfortunately. So you can only use the flat foot to go across there, and just make sure it's very precise. You want to hope to God that you go and grab that acorn that's in the air. Because if you miss it, then of course that's guaranteed to fall off the tree. And my video feed is getting buggy for some reason. But yeah, falling off the tree is like the last thing you want to do. So you want to be careful, just make sure it's very precise, because it's easy to fall off there. It's just bad placement for the acorn. And other ones are not much better either, because there's one on the slope, and you really have to make sure your control is precise and just go down slowly with a talent trot. So you want to be very careful getting that one other acorn there. But now that's all 6 acorns, and so of course we have another Jiggy for us. Oh yeah, and also another thing, after you defeat those enemies, like, you know how they usually draw the honeycombs? This is actually one of those games in which honeycombs never disappear at all, unless if you leave the world itself, but, like, you can actually go in different areas or just stay around a long time. Those honeycombs will never disappear, so if your health is at maximum, especially in this world, make sure you just leave those honeycombs behind, don't collect them, and in case you do have those instances where you fall off the tree and take heavy damage because of that, then you can just pick up those honeycombs, either those or just from those beehives, but they will never go away at all. So that's actually one cool thing about Banjo-Kazooie that it has here. So you can just save those in case you fall off the tree and you just want to collect those honeycombs. So just make sure you leave those behind, so that way there you can be able to collect them and just refill your health. And so with that, that's all 10 caterpillars fed to Eerie. And he is huge now. He's soon going to be a big bird, so he's going to go to sleep. Oh, another thing to be careful here. Yeah, because, like, after he grows so gigantic, he'll just fall asleep. It is actually possible, like, I remember there's some sort of glitch where it's possible for him to actually push you out the nest, and then you would fall down. I don't know if it would count as you taking damage, or, like, the cutscene would actually save you from taking damage, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's possible, but yeah, something like that could happen, so you want to be careful. But I was lucky enough this time. Oh, and yeah, yes, we did pound the winter switch, so now all that's left is the winter season, but after we pretty much get everything else done here in the autumn season. And surprisingly, no music notes here. And so, and yeah, of course, there's the Jiggy that's right on top of this flower that's fully grown into a fully fledged flower. And so let's go ahead and get this Jiggy that's right here. And there we go. And I do apologize if you heard that noise from that headset. I kind of had an itch in my neck. Which, that still reminds me, I really do need to get myself a new microphone. I mean, it's not like this headset is a bad quality. Even after, like, over 10 years, it still works fine, but it's really time for me to get a new microphone, because I've had this headset for over 10 years now. And, like, I mean, it still works, thankfully, but, you know, it's become so outdated, it's not even funny. So, like, I know you guys are thinking, when are you ever going to get a new microphone? I am fully aware of this. And so, I have been planning for a long time to get a new microphone, but I just never had the chance. But I do need to one of those days, so if I can just find myself a new microphone and, like, not necessarily like a headset or anything, but like a more higher quality microphone than there is. But now that is it for the autumn season of Click Clock Wood, and now just one more season, and that is, of course, the winter season. So, I guess, with that being said, next time on Let's Play Banjo-Kazooie, we are going to be tackling, of course, the winter season, and after that, we are done, and so, after Click Clock Wood is done, then that's it. So, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, so we'll just see what that entails. And it's going to be a little more difficult because of, slippery snow and ice physics, so... Anyway, so until next time, see you guys later.